Good evening. Welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the Think Show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that the so called African American didn't find themselves in America by the way of a trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One, and today we're going to talk about the truth hurts, but a lie can kill. The truth hurts. You may get pissed off for a minute, screaming, pulling your hair out. But a lie kills every time. Copper Colored Lifestyle, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Thank you for all that you do. The truth hurts, but a lie can kill. So we're going to kind of go fast tonight because I have a meeting in about 30 minutes. I want to give you 3 examples of what we mean by this, and this group will pick it up like that. Pay attention what's being put out, what's being said, what's being done. Know how to recognize things. Nobody shouldn't have to tell you nothing. You have more on your land. Your land is helping you, but the majority of people rather not see that. They rather see themselves as Black. And as we all know, the term Black, you know nothing. Why? Because white always have a lamp up over their head. Statue of Liberty, Columbia. We'll share those images in a couple of weeks. But the reason they have you call yourself Black, so you know nothing, you can smell nothing, you can hear nothing, as evidenced by what you say is music today. You do not know what that's doing to you for real. I mean, well, you can tell. No sound. Just push the button on AI and it gives it to you. Do not hand that shit off to the kids. The truth hurts, but a lie can kill. So since I ain't got that much time, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to you straight, no chaser, because I know that's how y'all like it. Check this out.
The headline said it all. Thomas King, who has made a career writing books about lived experience as a First Nations man, is not Indigenous at all. King broke the news Monday in a Globe and Mail column, saying he learned he's not Cherokee as he's always claimed, crediting the US-based Tribal Alliance Against Fraud for tracing his ancestry and finding none. The literary world was quick to respond. Anishinaabe author Wab Rice posting, "This is the 3rd time someone I've either looked up to or worked with in the lit world has been outed as a pretendian." Stolo journalist Robert Jago saying, "We've all known for years," adding none of us wanted to do it, referring to making the information public, as it would feel like curb stomping Mr. Rogers. The Tribal Alliance Against Fraud takes issue with King's column.
We came to him, we confronted him with the truth, not the other way around. I suggested to him that he offer an apology as an ally to say, "I'm sorry that I didn't do my own due diligence decades ago, because I should have known myself by now that I'm not Cherokee."
King has said he will return the Companion Order of Canada he received for contributions to the preservation and recognition of Indigenous culture. But his books, written through the lens of a First Nations man who isn't, live on.
He's certainly not giving back any monetary awards he received, while writing as an Indigenous writer with Indigenous content.
Interview requests made through King's literary agent went unanswered. King is the latest in a growing list of high-profile authors, artists, and academics who turn out to be not actually Indigenous. Samaganess hopes public awareness also grows.
it results in billions of dollars of misallocated resources and roles and spaces from the Indigenous community each year. Not in total, every year, billions of dollars. And I think the public really needs to be educated on this. We really need a lot more awareness. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Melissa Ridgen, Global News, Winnipeg.
You see that? You see that? These people are dog walking you. Gonna do the same to your kids if you don't understand what is happening to you. And what you call Black Americans, African Americans, Black people, that's directly to you. All these people coming around claiming that they're you, but you just maintain that you're Black while other people steal your resources. This just is one boring ass writer who lied. And what was the African American doing at that time? Having your resources taken. Or as I say, giving them away. Because what you believe is what somebody tells you. That's all you believe. You don't think. You don't figure it out yourself. You don't get with other people in the community and try to figure out what's going on. Then you still support the immigrants in your community, and they never support you. That's where the majority, 90%, if somebody have a better number, I'd like to hear it. And all you have to do is say a couple of words and I'll get it. So you know how we always do. We always got to prove what we say to somebody. Somebody else would tell you, oh, it's not Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, it's Rodney the red-nosed reindeer. You show interest in it. You show interest in bullshit. All these people over here dogging you. And you fight one another. I heard this so-called intellectual brother said that these people, now this is what the brother said. And I was like, yeah, damn, we don't get it. This brother said these people come over here and dog our bitches. And of course, he always put the Black man in the victim role. All these people are doing this to you and your women and your children. And what you do, just stand and watch them do it. We're getting to the gatekeepers coming up. This is what these people do. They claim they're you, call you Black, monkey, jigaboo, whatever, and you be what they tell you you are. That's what 90% of so-called Black people do. If somebody can prove that it's not like that, the mic is yours. We want to hear it. How it's not like, I'm saying 90%, not 9, 90. I mean, explain how it's not like that. Explain how it's not like that. This dude is elderly. He's elderly. He done wrote books about you, about your experience on your land. He's an old man now, millionaire, saying that he's you. And all the other people who are up there speaking against him, they were trying to be against him, but they weren't. They were him. They're claiming that they're indigenous too. We just had the brother on a couple of weeks ago up in Canada. He was telling you there's no difference between United States and Canada. They're both foreign corporations. Guess who acts like they don't know that? Or guess who acts like that doesn't matter? Oh, so what? It's playoff time now. Nigga, get paid. I'm with Copper Collar lifestyle. You're right. Where I live is more than 90%. Now, you know what kind of feedback? If I said that, oh no, you just ain't blah, blah." 90. You just being fair, but you right. More than 90. The role that guy plays also too, and this part is about what the so-called Black African American does. They play the role of gatekeeper. What's a gatekeeper? What's a gatekeeper? The idea should have thousands of words running through your mind. Anybody, what's a gatekeeper? A gatekeeper is exactly what it says. You are not going in or out of this gate because boss said so. That's the role they play in the so-called Black community. Whatever information, most of your teachers are gatekeepers. Why? Because they ensure that you get no information and they sit up and lie to you every day. I can name a few, but once I get started, we'd have to stop after about 20 minutes because I got to get out of here. A gatekeeper is one who doesn't tell you anything but what they're told to tell you. Most of your teachers that you went through, elementary, all that crap, to give you the information that you needed to get to as a group of people where you are now. Gatekeepers make sure you don't know nothing. Church is a gatekeeper, isn't it? Church is full of gatekeepers, aren't they? To make sure you know nothing about your spiritual heritage. Nothing. That's when you ask an African American, well, what were the spiritual practice that were going on here before the Europeans bought Christianity and the Spanish bought Catholicism? What was the spiritual practices? I don't know. That's all. They say nothing else because all they know is what boss taught them. And he's going to repeat what boss taught him. And you pay him to do that, not you right here on what we're talking now, but you know what I mean. Those are gatekeepers. And then they had audacity to say what you're saying is stupid and what they're saying is the truth. Those are your gatekeeper. Watch them. They're supposed to foster you to think. So if you ever done this, if you ever had an instrument, we'll make it simple. A bass guitar string. When you strum it, it's vibrating on a certain frequency. And the frequency changes as it vibrates itself out. That's the frequency we should be listening on. But most of the stuff that's pumped in your ears comes off that radio, which you call urban radio what you want. It's garbage. It's garbage. And what comes off the TV. And man, if you haven't looked at TV in a while, I'm not telling you to do it. If you haven't looked at TV for a while, notice the commercials now. The programming is knee deep. Gatekeepers. You can see them. you can see it by the way they dress. You can hear it by what they say, how they sound, the look on their face when they open their yaps. The gatekeepers are there to keep you in the current state, keep the masses in the current state. Don't think above what we're giving you. Don't notice certain things. That's what you're getting. Here, you think the only sound comes from a radio? A lot of people do. So get you a tuning fork. Seriously. Get a tuning fork. Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember stories about how they had bells in churches, bells all over the place. Bells. Why the bells? And I know you guys know. Why the bells? That vibration, that frequencies put you in a state of constantly getting better. Hospitals are named for dead people. That's where people go to die. Hospice. Always check out the root word in words because they always add some on it to throw you off on the world. That's how a lot of us are confused now. We don't know. And we don't know because we say we're black. I say, why don't you just call yourself who you are? Fuck you, nigga. I call myself whatever I want to call myself. Every time. Every time. Watch the gatekeepers. Watch the gate because they're going to be called upon now because I'm sure you guys can see that a lot of people are getting conscious. A lot of people are searching for information and they're finding it. It's right there. Third part, and I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and enjoy your Sunday evening. The young lady called, and it's funny. It's normally young ladies that's calling. That's funny. Brother, oh my God. Oh my God. What's happening down there in Venezuela? Most black folks don't even care. So a part of your homeland is being the person who is supposedly the person who is the president or whatever down there is getting their boats bombed, blah, 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 blah. But we still haven't got nothing on the Epstein. What's that? What's that? And remember, these stories that they're telling you, are they real? Are they real? Trump has shown Biden, Obama, Clinton, Nixon, all of them, every single last one have shown that they're nothing but the devil. The problem is the people on the land, the people who come with the land. So, what do they have to say about anything? What are they made heard about anything? Nothing. Oh, well, Gary, I mean, there's a lot of people out there saying that, telling the truth, blah, blah. Yeah, you're one of them. Like, yeah, but compare the few of us to the many of people who going shopping, who watching the football game, who going to get drunk, who going to get weed, who's going to do all this nothing with a few people are telling people, look at that. Now, I wouldn't be up here talking if all those people that I just named was doing that. We wouldn't be having this conversation. Venezuela is part of the Americas. Brazil is part of the Americas. And I've never been to Brazil, but I suggest that you find someone who's been to Brazil and ask them what are the so-called black people down there, what's their position. Jubabu say this, and this is how you know they slapping your ass in the face. Maduro was arrested the same day as Noriega in 1990. Seems like a pattern is in effect. Okay, so how do you argue against that? See, that's what a gatekeeper would do. A gatekeeper would read what this cat just said and just fuck it up. Start an argument. And what he said is the absolute truth. See, that's what I mean. See, those are the people I like to talk to. Because when he says something, it vibrates to me. What does it do to me? It gets me to my mind to moving. Boom. I say something, same thing back at him. Always work on yourself. Always work on yourself. Question. You have people talking to you now, and if you listen, you can hear them. But since we're black, you ain't hearing nothing. That's why they gave the term to you. That's why they give you these terms to use against yourself, because you won't think of one for yourself. Not the people listening now, but you know what I'm talking about, the masses. You ask them, well, what did your grandmother, what did she call herself? They don't know. So you think it's cool for other people to come over here and give you monikers and you take them and call yourself that? You think that's cool? What you call the black person, the African American, you damn right. And arrogant about it. South America, the Caribbean, Central America, Mexico, North America, Canada, Alaska is the Americas, y'all. All of that's the Americas. See, what they try to do, they try to run borders through everything, not only to cut up the land, but to cut you up, especially mentally. Alabama, Mississippi, no different. Georgia, it's all the land. The people who lived on the land, their names are still etched in the stone. We don't go to look at that. We want to go to Disney World. We want to take a cruise. Nothing about it. We'd rather go to other places and find about them people than find out about yourself, right or wrong. Really? All this education that we got, and we don't go visit our own places. Oh, the Negroes will be going to Paris and all that. Brother said he just came back from London and he was totally shocked. He said before he went to London, he thought out the Queen. It's like that. He got over there and said, that's the biggest slum I ever seen in my life. That's who Negroes aspire to be. Right or wrong. Then lie and say they don't do it to make sure that their children do it. That's a gatekeeper. So whatever spiritual energy or whatever you can send or send to Venezuela, because those are your folks too. You think your people just stayed on one street in one city in one county? They roamed the world. That's how it got to be so bomb. But somebody tell you, you black, you live here, you stay here, and don't you move unless I tell you. Isn't that how African Americans and black people roll? If you look at it, you're just a part of nature. No, you don't believe that. You're a part of Christianity. You're just a part of nature. That's how you learned. That's how you studied it. You're a part of nature. Those people on the other side of the world, look at their history, look at what they done. They killed people who didn't do what the king said, fed them to lions, and Negroes want to be kings. Don't you? They were the most demonic people ever. If you go to England, most, if not all, of the people over there hate the king and queen. Hate. You should look in their history, recent history, what they were saying about the king and the queen. They're hated in England, especially. I'm gonna go ahead and leave with this because this is very important. Was talking to a brother today, and he was like, "Well, yo, brother, what were we speaking? What was our languages?" I'm like, "What language are you speaking now?" No, we speak in English. No, you're speaking American English. People from England don't speak how we speak. Yes, they do. And that's what I mean. That dumb shit that just don't know nothing. I'm like, sir, go listen to people in England speak. Go to a bar or something. You can find somewhere around and listen to how they speak and tell me, is it like how you and I are speaking? He hasn't gotten back to me yet. The language you speak, anywhere you go in the world, the indigenous people, they speak their own language. They don't speak English. They don't speak Dutch. It's the same here. The only reason they call it English is to what they always do, confuse you. They call themselves Americans. In their own dictionary, it tells you that they're not. Same thing with the language. They know what they're doing. Go listen to English people, listen to English bands, actors and actresses. They have a whole different dialogue than we do. Remember, their F's used to be S's. Remember? Who you think cleaned that up? It was stupid. They come over here and call your language theirs. They try, no. That's why a lot of us are so confused. The things they say aren't the things they mean, or they don't know what they're talking about because they're looking at it as always trying to conquer, get something, build on other people's stuff. You are the other people. Look, y'all, so down these last couple of months of winter, because you're seeing all the crazy stuff that's going through. Keep it held down these last couple of minutes. Spring is right around the corner. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.